Welcome in to the Fun Astrology Podcast from Lord Jupiter, who says hi, by the way. Wishes you were here, truly. Wouldn't that be great? Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Podcast. We are on Tuesday, October 24th here now, and a pretty cool little aspect that we talked about yesterday, but boy, is it ever lit up. And before we do that, let me just sneak in here real quick. That 25% discount, I mentioned it yesterday. Sarah extended it through today. And so today is the last day of 25% off. And I just wanted to mention that. spiritualdesigns11.etsy.com. I mean, 5 minutes browsing on that website and a lot of Christmas gifts could be done. Hello? 25% off today. And you don't need a chart to tell you that's a good deal. All right, now back to this aspect. If you cast a chart for today and set it to like just before sunrise, you'll see what I'm talking about. So the aspect first is the Sun and Saturn. We mentioned this yesterday. The Sun and Saturn trined early this morning at 3:13 a.m. And then about an hour and a half later, the Moon entered Pisces, where Saturn is, at 0 degrees. And that's the one that we were talking about yesterday, that if you are playing your high timeline card in life, whoa, this is going to be amazing. And not a day to miss, by the way. And here's the big deal. Are we in our daily lives going to be able to be quiet enough and still enough and serene enough to pick this up? But think about this. We have the Sun and Saturn in a trine. Now, that obviously begs the question, which side of the timeline are you on, right? Because Saturn could be trying to get your attention, or Saturn could be trying to help you build something really, really well. But regardless, there is a theme of slow down around this, isn't there? Right? You can just feel it. Hey, what do they say? Slow down and smell the flowers. That's what that trine with Saturn is on the high side. Saturn, Pluto, chart, North Node, South Node. You have my attention. I'm working with you on these things in my life. I'm on the path. I know the direction. Sometimes I meet a little bit of resistance, but we always work through it. And we jump back on the high side. So then it becomes literally just slowing down and smelling the roses. And that's that Saturnian trine in Pisces, getting some spiritual insight, spiritual direction from slowing down. I'm so glad to be in this van during this aspect. I'll tell you, that's a cool little setup for this. Now, here's the thing. Starting at 3:15 in the morning Eastern Time, that aspect starts to lose strength. But the Moon is moving into that aspect, up and through it and into Pisces. So even as the Sun is coming up on Tuesday, this lunar embellishment to this is getting stronger as it moves into Pisces. And you will have all day today and tomorrow in this because the Moon doesn't leave for Aries until Thursday. Now, I was kind of jokingly saying, if you're not playing this right, I mean, if you're playing the, more resistant side of the aspect, I guess, let's say, then it could be that you will experience the Scorpio depth of the underworld going into these compartments of your soul from both the Scorpio and Pisces perspective, which is like going down as far as you can go. You've got the Lord of the underworld and the Lord of the deep, the Lord of the sea, converging here. So this is what I was saying is, this one is for the A players. A players are going to be going in for the deep dive on this. They're going to be getting tremendous insights and inspirations. But for those that are not on their highest timeline, I'm telling you, it's going to be a bit of a heavy couple of days. So realize that could also be affecting the people around you. Like you're like, oh, I'm over here in La La Land, but boy, everybody else just feels like they've seen a ghost. Well, energetically, they probably have or are. So as you are in energetic Disneyland, realize that a lot of people are still stuck in their cubicles and they're not at the party with you. So be gentle, be patient, give them lots of loving room to work through things. And that may even be with your own partner at home. So you're kind of like, I'm over here blissing out for the next 2 days. Why isn't everybody else with me? But I'm really looking forward to these next couple of days to see how this plays out and just what we feel, what we sense, because this is alive. I mean, this one is so just juicy. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the consciousness around us as well. And this is why we're doing what we do and why we are living and choosing to live and up our own game like we could do in these next 48 hours. Because we each want to truly, I know it's in our hearts that we want to help change the collective consciousness of this planet. And I'm crazy enough, like Steve Jobs said, to believe that we can do it. And that as our light shines brightly and it shines purely within us, then we can spread it out to the world and we can share it with others. And that's what this whole path is all about. And these planets are just a reflection of us staying on that highest absolute path for us individually. Oh, I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. I get to record some more Old Soul, New Soul with Robert, and we'll have those out for you toward the end of the week and in the weeks ahead. So that's going to get off to a good start here, too, as well. All right, you guys have a great one. I'll see you back tomorrow for Hump Day. Enjoy the energy. I love you. Mwah!